talking about fears, there is some or the other fear that stops us from achieving our goals, that, puts us to a standstill. But, when I think about it, it's actually two kinds of fears which I think, dominate us. It's either the fear of starting, which is like leaving your comfort zone, or the fear of failure, that, focusing on the outcome. So it's not about, the inputs, it's just about the end goal. So I think these are the two dominant figures of fears which I have kind of mapped out.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. You're very right. You're very right.
Right. So what do you think, like when you have a fear of starting off, what are the things that you can try to, focus on or try to work on basically to overcome that fear?
I think so if you were to break it down, why do people fear starting up? And the biggest reason, as you pointed out, is the fact that they're most likely going to leave their comfort zone. They're used to doing some things a certain way, and now this new thing will require them to become a different person, acquire a different identity, learn a new skill,
Right.
deal with new circumstances, new people. And that can be intimidating, and naturally so. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But the way that one circumvents that is to not get overwhelmed with all that needs to be done to start up, but to break it down into things that you can actually achieve bit by bit by bit. Not forcing yourself into a pressure of starting up all together in a certain period of time. So if I have to start up a new company, then it can be quite daunting. It's not just about finding an idea. It's about finding a team. It's about setting the company. It's about the legal paperwork. It's about maybe leaving your job. It's about raising money. It's about finding a way to finance it. It's about finding a new name. It's about finding building the product, everything. Right? And if I start thinking of all of those, then we're like, नहीं अभी नहीं करना नहीं कभी और not the right time.
Right.
But just this list that I went through is the list of granular things that you can pick up and start shooting, and literally saying, here's a list of 50 things that I have to do to start up. But the beauty is, instead of thinking all of those 50 once done as starting up, I can think of each one of those 50 as new starting points. And that makes it easier. That makes it very easy. I share, like I get up really early in the morning. And a lot of people ask me, I want to get up early in the morning too, but I'm struggling. How do I do that? And I says, great. What time do you get up right now? And they're like, we get up at 8. Like, sure. What time do you want to get up? Says 6. It's brilliant. What do you think you should be doing? And they're like setting up an alarm for 6. I says, it's never going to work. It is never going to work. You can't be getting up at 8 for all your life and then suddenly get up at 6. It's not going to work. So you'll do it once, you'll do it twice, the alarm will be working for maybe a week or so, and after that, your inertia will take over, your habits will take over, and gone. You'll be back at 8. But the way that you want to start up and start your day at 6 is to say, not that I will start waking up by 6 tomorrow, but instead by saying, my goal is to start up at 6, whenever that happens. So let me just begin taking steps towards that. So the next day you set up an alarm for 7:45. And you do that for 2 to 3 weeks. And you get comfortable with that. Then you make it 7:30. Then you make it 15. Then you make it 7. And you go that journey. And maybe it will be 6 months before you start waking up at 6. But when you do that, you would have trained your body and your mind in such a way that you will get up at 6 every day without an alarm, as against forcing you to wake up through an alarm. So that, I think, is the hard part about starting up, which is just getting overwhelmed with everything that needs to be done. Instead, break it down, take baby steps, and don't put the pressure of time on yourself to start.